Alexis-lyn, and this is my yearly project pitch. I've called the project Love Without Borders. So my main idea and my main word is love. I decided to pick it because as I started researching the different words they gave us, I found out that love actually comes in 7 different forms. It comes from like Greek times and Greek mythology. So these are the 7 different types. As well as I feel like love just has a lot of passion and a lot of everything in it, and loads of people can relate to it. So like I said, my title is Love Without Borders. I'm going to be doing photography. My target audience is 16 to 25-year-olds. I chose this target because my idea can help show the different forms of love. So at this age, I feel like people are still trying to find themselves and discover different elements of love that they might have not been exposed to at a younger age. So this exhibition will help widen their mindset on love. And the fact it comes in many formats. As I'm part of the demographic, research can be easy because I can just ask my friends. The final prints are going to be 10 of them in an exhibition. For my idea, I want to create 10 images based on the 7 Greek forms of love: familial love, universal love, for love such as strangers, practical love founded on reason, sexual and passionate love, friendship, self-love, plus LGBT and mixed relations. The images I create will be raw and full of emotion, so while editing, I want to contrast it, maybe make it black and white, with red being the only pop of colour. My images will be shown at a school-based exhibition where people will come and see it during lunch, break, or after class, which works well as my target audience are all attending the school. My rationale: this will be a great exhibition for my target audience to enjoy and educate themselves on the love around them. The exhibition will be organised within school and created to my best standard. I'll be using professional camera provided by the school to really ensure the quality control. Feasibility: the product is really feasible as I have quite a high quality camera to use and my photos don't require studio or extra lighting equipment. The people in my images will all be volunteers on the street, so they don't need to be planned or paid. I'll find them on the day I go out to shoot. This is kind of the same thing, just expanding more on my idea. So I feel like in the exhibition, everyone will be able to have kind of different interpretations of the image, allowing them to kind of add a personalization and hopefully relate to it in some way. If I wasn't doing photography, I'd probably do a documentary or something, because I could always, while I'm taking images of people, interview them at the same time or something to find out more about their type of love. I want the images to be able to speak to themselves. As the saying goes, a picture's worth 1,000 words. And I want my exhibition to both inform and entertain people, as an images will be able to tell a story and hopefully inform people of the ways of love. For the images, I want a mixture of raw relationships that we find on the street to create, and I will go to the centre with my camera and ask people if they want to help me with my project, and hope they agree. If I do it during the weekend, hopefully people could spare a moment. With that, I feel like images will be more real as they aren't set up in a studio or really positioned in a certain way. It's just going to be me catching people in their day-to-day lives. The particular locations will depend on where I catch people, and I have no specific plan. Practicalities: the equipment I need would be cameras to take the photos and a computer to edit. I won't need actors as I can ask friends and models in the streets. The location will depend on each image, and I want them to be both simplistic and maybe more detailed backgrounds. I'll be attending exhibitions using Google and reading books to expand my research with photography and exhibitions, and I may need to expand on my people skills as I have to ask strangers to be in my image. Problems: the equipment problem I might have is the camera might not be working for whatever reason. To resolve that, I can test the camera out before heading out to the location to make sure there isn't any technical problems. The location problem, as it's mainly going to be outside, it might be rainy or cloudy, which doesn't make good lighting for photos. So the backup plan, if it occurs, I'll do shoots in a more studio setting so I can control the lighting. The main problem I could be faced with is people not wanting to be in my images. I can always ask friends and families if it becomes impossible to get the public involved. Diversity: in my series of images, I'll include a wide range of types of people in my photograph. As theme is love without borders and every type of love, I want to make sure in each of my 10 images represents a different minority, a different social class, a different race, a different version of love, how it may be portrayed, to ensure that as many people feel that their type of love is represented. For my research, I researched both historical images and contemporary images. The historical images I really enjoy because they're all kind of black and white, they're spontaneous, and in each image I feel like raw emotion is really drawn. People like Paul Strand, Board Panda, and Eugene Smith, people I really took inspiration from, as they've all managed to really represent the monochrome rawness in each image. For my contemporary research, I found more colourful, and there's different types. So people either go for the more, like I said, colourful, more in the moment images, but people also go for the really highly edited image. So people like Brandon Warfel and Carla Gadget are both contemporary photographers that have inspired me. Thank you for watching.
I noticed that you said you wanted to be very inclusive, which I applaud. But regarding LGBT Q plus or whatever it is, I'm not really sure. Don't you think that's a very touchy and controversial thing to cover, especially with somewhat discrimination they face? You may not accurately represent their cause, so do you think it would not be better to, let's say, not exclude, but maybe acquire a higher level of understanding before you put it into your work?
Yeah, obviously, I'm going to try not to just approach the LGBT community as like their stereotypical way, because the whole point of this is trying to break the stereotypes and break the borders that people put around love and certain themes of love. So when I'm approaching the LGBT community, I want to make sure that they're represented in the same way that a normal relationship will be represented, so people don't feel like they're in a different subgenre to everyone.
Thank you.
Any other questions?
Do you feel like there might be any problems like with the timing available, since you said that you're going to be using the public? So do you feel like if there is an issue with getting the public involved, do you feel like you'll have enough time to come up with a substitute?
Well, hopefully I'm going to start shooting just before the half term, so maybe on the weekend before and stuff, I'll try my best to try to get as many images as possible and get the public involved. But if worse comes to worse, I have 2 weeks during the half term to just like get as many friends and family involved if it comes to that.
Do you have any other editing styles that you plan on doing except for selective colour and black and white?
Not really, because I feel like in black and white you can really just kind of shut everything else out and draw all the emotion and all the attention into the people in the image instead of all the extra stuff that may be going around.
Will that not bring a repetitiveness then?
No, hopefully not, because each image is going to be kind of unique and individual and represent a different thing, so hopefully it will not all like blend into one.
Yeah, well, I understand your point of view about how you want it to make stuff stick out, but talking from a viewer's point of view, how would you catch my attention?
Well, hopefully the exhibition and each image will be as best quality and as best rawness, and hopefully just be attracted to the image and the things going on in the image instead of the colourfulness of the image.